One of the guys, I forgot who it was. Now I got, sent me a Windows program. I think it was Windows 98 or something to load in there. It's loaded in, but I'm still having a problem with it getting set up. So that's where I'm at there. You know what? I'm just going to put you over here, and you can sit there and watch if you want, or don't. All right, wait a minute. I know. I see your nose going. That's what you want? I knew you wanted that. I think I came in here twice looking for something that I just brought out. And he comes in and his nose is going, so you kind of know he knows what's here. And his way of telling me is, you know, the nose going, test. Oh, this is going to be the book of test. Okay. Do I have in there now? Bradford Fire Department. Okay, so let's put this over here. I got a thing the other day. Let me unscrew this. I got a thing the other day from, I forgot if it was the commander, that I got to take my TCT. It's expired, apparently. I didn't know that my TCT was going to be expired. I thought you do it once and you just, you know, that's it. But apparently, you know, like anything, there's updates. So I guess the only way to make sure that you do your updates is to say you do them or we're taking them. You know, so I guess in all fairness to the government, they got to do what they got to do. That's what it seems like anyway. Okay, so here's another mouse. This is a wired mouse, but you know what? They're good to have around. You never know if you're going to need a mouse for something. I've only got about 8 of them over here. Now 9. This is the gateway, and I'll tell you what, it's a good little system. It did me right. I've had this for probably, let me see, 2007, 8, at least 10 years. So we'll putz around with this until that stuff out there dries enough, and the way I understand it, it should dry pretty quickly. I just got to find out where this goes. So for now, well, you know what? Let's get it over with. Which would be really weird at the time because during the early 1800s. Seems like it's coming over here someplace. Flashlight! Oh, that laser thing came in. I don't know where I put it, but it came in. Where's my flashlight? No, I misplaced my flashlight. Oh boy, am I doing good today. Actually, I should bring it out and show it to you. I'll tell you what, it took, I don't know how long to get here. It came yesterday. They said that it was in the U.S. And the last I did check, it was in California. And that was on the 24th or 23rd. And it came in yesterday, so that's a good thing. However, it came with no batteries, no directions, no instructions. Now, do you need instructions? Not really. It's got an on-off switch and it's got a key underneath. You got to turn the key. But no batteries. The double A's, triple A's don't fit. They're too small. The C is too big. It doesn't tell you what it takes. So I'm thinking it takes that 1890 or 18960 or whatever. That's what I'm thinking it takes. But I gotta find out for sure because I don't want to put a battery in it and have it not work. But meanwhile, I'm looking for my little flashlight and I can't find that. Because I wanted to, all these flashlights I got laying around and I can't find them when I need them. See, that's why I can't have a good flashlight, because I lose it. And I gotta find out which one of these is connected to this. Oh, there it is. Found it. That was easy enough. Now where's it go?
You would have scalpels. You would have bleeding devices. Okay. It's not a barber set, it's a bandage set.
Hold on, guys.
This was completely
there it is.
in the mid to 1800s.
How's it plugged in there?
If you were upper middle class or better and you went traveling,
Come on.
it was
volume. Knock it out of there.
vacation. You had to bring everything with you.
There.
So
Okay.
this was your whole bandage kit that you have. Because remember, if you're on the road, you don't have anything on the road. Things that would be nice to have.
This is for the gateway. Come on. I found more. Sorry. This is what? That's a BNC connector, so that has to go to some type of a 2 meter or 440. So now we will see what we will see now, won't we? Let me unplug the power. Let me pull the vinyl out of it. Let me get the Coast Guard sheet off it. Let me disconnect the programming cable, and let's see how it fits. It actually fits pretty good there, guys. What do you think? I do believe. The only problem I may have, which is not going to be a big problem, is back here. Because if I need a bigger roll, which I have, this will take up to a 20-inch, I think. I don't remember now. 18, okay. So if I put an 18-inch roll in here, this bracket back here, I don't know if you're seeing it or not, will be in the way of the roll. Now, that's an extra monitor for that because I run split screen on that on that computer over there. So, but this can be adjusted, so I can move this back if I need to, or even over that way a little bit more, which would probably be the right thing to do. Just put it right over here, because this also turns, so I don't have a problem. So that would be the right thing to do. So I have no problems with that. So now it's just a matter of running the USB cable up and around over into this side. So that's not a big deal. So now I can move those paper trays down here and put my other cabinets back over here. Sounds like a plan now, doesn't it? You know, some time ago, I don't know if you guys remember or not. Well, I got to give all these dates in. I posted a trip that the wife and I took on one of our boats, the Wellcraft, I think it was. Yeah, it was. Up the Hudson River from Branford and here in Connecticut up to Chelsea Pier in New York, and then up the, there's the flashlight, then up the Hudson River. Is that it? No, that's another one. Okay. And I thought I posted it, but I can't seem to find it. So there's the CD. I got to see if I can get it off the CD again, because I tried to read the CD and it doesn't want to read for some reason. So I got to figure out what is going on. What? What? Okay. So I have enough power over here. Okay, so that's basically it. So now I can just slide those trays up here on the other side of that. So I'll put those over here. Let me back up. So I'll put those trays over there, and then I can put my other files, my little cabinet things right there. There's a storage, I forgot what the hell they call those things, but I can put those back there, and I'll be back in business. Back in business. So, now, the other day, my wife says that I pick on people, but it's not picking on people. It's just my nature. The other day, not too far from here. Well, you know what? Let me bring it up on the computer. We had a woman assaulted, apparently, not too far from here, which is really strange for the neighborhoods that I'm in. That's one of the reasons why. I'm sorry, but I'm chug-a-lugging water. I don't want to dehydrate. Alright, let me scoot in here to my part of town, and then I'll put you up here so you can see what the hell I'm talking about. Where's Brantford Harbor? No, that's the Farm River. I want the Farm River. I want Brantford. There we go, Brantford Harbor. Okay, right here. That's the one I want. Right, a little bit more. A little bit more. Where's Harbor Street? I want Harbor Street. Cedar. Oh, let me come down this way more. Okay, let me come down this way more. Hold on, guys. I'm looking for Harbor, and it should be somewhere over here. Okay. Okay. No, that's there we go. We're getting close. We're getting close. Okay, right about here. Let's zoom in right here. All right. So this is the neighborhood from this street here, which is Maple, to this street, which actually I don't remember the name, down to this street, which is Mill Creek. So it comes down here, down to Mill Creek, and then it circles right here, and then it goes over here to Harbor. So this is the section that we're talking within, basically what you're seeing. All this is residential. These houses are about 50 feet apart. And as you can see, they're across the street from one another. And this is actually a nice little neighborhood. The houses are a little too close together for me, not quite enough property in between them, but so much for that. The only place that would be a pain in the ass would be right here, that little wooded section. Now that's about 100 feet on the street, 100 foot of footage. So let's just take our little walker here, our little person, and see if we can do a live view here for a minute. Okay, so this is that little bit of footage I was talking about. There's about 100 feet there. But right here, there's a house. So let's go down to that house. Should be able to get down there from here. There we go. Zoom. So, okay, so there's a house there. Come on, where am I? Okay. Okay, and there's your 100 foot of footage. Now, of woods, basically. And it's about 100 feet deep. There's a house right there, as you can see. He's probably 25 feet away from it. And on the other side, the same thing. Now let's scoot to the middle of it here someplace. Across the street, you have houses. Directly across the street, you have a house. So we have very little space for anybody to assault a woman. Now, assault can be anything. They could have pushed her, shoved her, grabbed her, took her pocketbook. I mean, it could have been anything, but at that point, she was a jogger, and she was jogging. Now, there's the other house right there, and there's the woods right there. So again, anybody in their right mind is not going to want to assault anybody, a jogger, a woman, right there, because all she has to do is yell. Somebody will hear her, especially in this neighborhood. All right, let's get back out of that view. So anyway,
I looked all over the place for this.
let's do this. Get north up, and let's get rid of this here so we can see more down.
Now, that's with the box, of course.
And then I'll back up in a
I
minute.
figured 3,000 would be a good price to ask.
Okay. So this is that little section again that we're talking about. And that was where I just showed you right there, that little wooded section. So there's a house directly across the street. There's a house right at the edge on this side of it here, of the woods right there. There's another house there. So the whole frontage of this property is covered. Each side is covered. The back is covered. So if that was to be anything in there, if it was to happen there, whoever would have done it would have been a real desperate person. Let's put it that way. Because again, I don't know what the actual, it was an assault. That could be anything at this point. They weren't clear on what it was. So my thing was, when the wife told me about it, I looked. And I said, well, you know what? This sounds kind of funny. Yeah, now I'm not saying it didn't happen. But I'm looking at it a little bit differently because that's the way I've always been taught. Either they were really desperate, young and stupid, on drugs, whatever, all right, to take a chance to assault somebody in the neighborhood. Or it could have been a wife that was jogging. Am I hearing noise? Hey, babe? No? It could have been a wife that was jogging. However, she wasn't jogging. Oh, okay. I thought I heard the door. Oh, okay. And it was maybe somebody that may have been having an affair, got their clothes ripped up a little bit, and now has to figure out how the hell she's going to go home and tell her husband. All right? Or her parents, one or the other. There must be somebody that she may be accounted for or accounted to, and now she's got to explain something. So let me say I was assaulted. You know what I mean? So this is another, so the wife says, "You think everybody like that? You know, everybody's always a fault." No, babe, that's just the way it could be. You know, you can't. You got to think of these things. So I got to find out more about it, just because I'm curious now to see what track. You know, was it somebody young, desperate, stupid on drugs, which could have been, or was it an inside thing to where the woman had to account for some ripped clothes or something, or something that may have happened when she was having an affair with somebody that she shouldn't have been having an affair with. You know what I mean? So, all right, anyway, let me take care of my boy.